All right, welcome back, everybody. This is part two of the week five, I guess, update for the loss run data analysis. And I figured everything out. I know what to do now. I will quickly bring over our data set here. Okay, so this is the calendar year trend with outliers removed. So I'm sorry, that's with it include. That's with outliers removed. And so we need to go back and complete that forecasted estimation for those. And then we already did it for Poinet. But we didn't do it with outliers included. Wait, we did. We did it both ways. Yes. Okay. So we can fill all that out. I believe we did the same thing for Madison with and without. If not, with and without. I knew there was a reason we did that. Okay. So here's our final results table. This is where we ended last time, if you'll recall. I need to get this out of the way. I should get all these out of the way because I'm going to need some room. Some room to build. And you see the importance of having the labeling on here, so we know what it is. See, all I'm doing is shrinking it down. If I was to change anything on my page or on the tab where I did the work, it would then automatically update this. So I think that's all of them. Yep, this one. And I kind of got this out of the way too. So here's what I found when I was doing my research. I looked back. This is the final results table for the fall 2023 class. And what's interesting is without looking at this, I went and updated these tables. And interestingly enough, it is the exact way we did it. Except for this, we didn't have the number of outliers included. So I'm going to add that, okay? I'm going to add that. Otherwise, everything else was the same, and that's pretty crazy. It just seemed right to me. But what's interesting is we have this table down here that I want to fill out. And I am going to make it separate than the other one. And so this is what I'm going to add. And so it's company-wide outliers included, company-wide outliers removed, and it's for the sites as well. And then the percent priorities versus the company. And so we're going to compare, and it's with outliers removed each time. We're going to compare this number to this number and see how much our complete analysis actually ended up representing. That's what it's meant to do. And I did add this as a new tab to, I don't know if I've got it open or not. Here, I added it here. So this is different, but I added that tab that I just showed you, so it's there. The first video is still fine because we didn't complete everything, but now we're going to do some updates, okay? So basically, that was the same, that was the same, that's the same, that's the same. Over here, we have these are the same. I need to add the number of outliers here. I think that's important. And then we're going to add these things below. But as you can see, because they're longer descriptions, I put them over two columns. So I'm going to take the first one here, and I'm going to put it two below. So I'm going to go copy. Oh, what the heck? Oh, there you are. Hi. And I'm going to, so you see, yeah, this, okay, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to get rid of the copy or the insert. I'm going to go insert because I want there to be a space. I put two spaces actually. Insert another row. I'm going to get rid of all of the borders. Oh, no borders, yo. Okay. I'm going to have to add these back in. That's just fine. And I'm going to delete all these because I'm going to put in new stuff. Delete. Yeah, I think we'll be okay there. I'm going to clean this up here. Okay. And clean this up here. And then what I'm going to do is add the number of claims. Insert. Outlier claims not included. Number of outlier claims not included. Okay, and where are these? Well, we've got them right over. I know we have them. They're right here. So I'm going to simply go equal sign and then go over here and click on this. Oh, I don't want a dollar amount. I want a general. We'll run them down. Okay, so one thing I need is I need totals for everything here. So I'm going to do a merge and center and do priority totals. And then just go equal sum, and I want it to add up everything here. And I'm going to do that. I might have to change some of the, yeah, I got to change this to currency. Got to get rid of the pennies, currency. I have to widen that a little bit more. Okay, this will be all right. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and then highlight this. And that'll look nice. Maybe not to you. I think that looks nice. I'm going to give this a little bit more. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Put that a little bit more too. That's cool. That's cool. All right, I'm going to do basically the same thing. Copy. And go paste. Did it do it for me? Oh, you're such a... Okay, this is wrong. Can't put anything there. And this doesn't make any sense either. Okay. So we'll darken those because we don't add these up. These are all individual. Adding them up doesn't mean anything. I'm just going to darken it there. All right. Now let's see what happens when I do this. Copy. Put it right here. Hit paste. I think I can bring it over one more. All right. That's an amount. That has to be a count. This needs to be an amount. Get rid of the pennies. This is simply 25%. Just 25. And this is the sum of all that. Okay. I might have had that before, but I think I accidentally deleted it. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Now we're going to add this right here. And I'm going to add it under this column. I'm going to put, I can put 1 or 2. I think I'll go ahead and put 2. So copy. And I'm going to put it right here. Paste. Okay. So now it's going to be, let's see, how did that go again? It is, okay, so we have to get the average number of, yeah, okay, so we got to get the same information. So I need to bring over the, what do you call them? I got to bring over the same results tables for company-wide and the sites, okay? Shouldn't be too difficult. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller, just so it fits better. That's really small. That's font size 6, but yeah. All right, let's make sure these are all the same. I'm not real happy that there isn't a header row here, but I'm gonna leave it for right now, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, we're gonna have the same thing. Copy, paste here, and the same thing right here. Paste. But there's another one. Okay. All right. So, and what this is doing is we have the totals, but we're able to do is actually compare it back. And I think that's pretty cool. I do. And it's important to have the two sites separate up here, and you'll see that in a moment. I mean, you can also, if you're getting confused, you can look and see what I put in here. You see, I've got what's being added up, what's being divided. These are numbers we put in. Again, I'm comparing Poinet to itself, okay? Just so you know, it's all there in that document that I updated, okay? 10 minutes in. All right, so let's start with the company-wide stuff. So I've got to go back. Which tab is it under for me? Using calendar year, trend. Okay, so I need to build it. Oh, okay. Well, we'll start here with the outliers included. Yeah, I think I was going to do this, but I didn't want to confuse you guys. I mean, we've got everything done. It's just we have to fill out that, what do you call it? The table, the results table. So let's go back here. It's right here. So I'm going to copy this. Where am I putting it? L208 or L right above the calendar. Okay, let's see where we put it. Right above here under L. Boom. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to make this better. Remember, you guys need to be adjusting the column widths as you go. I think that's what's making it so difficult. This is company-wide. Company, ooh, that was weird. Company-wide, outliers included. So you want to adjust these as needed so that when you copy and paste it over, it's not like one column is like huge, all right? All right, let's go ahead and fill this out then. So the number of claims is equal to, should I just type it in? I mean, it's right here. It's the integer of this. I think I'm just going to type it in so I can copy and paste it, you guys. The total paid is this amount right here. And what are we averaging? 2018 to 2023. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 6 years worth. What are we at? What are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't use 2023 because I think we had too many open claims, right? Isn't that what we did? Yeah, there was 12. It's 21%. Yeah, if you recall. So total paid. I'm going to type that in as well. So it is 304,933. The paid average. How did I do that? Didn't I bring this down one? Yeah. So it's this amount here, 7260. 7260. Let's see. The median is up here. The median is 1253. 1253. The number of open claims, look up here, it is 18 plus 6, which is 24. And the number of $0 claims, oh, sorry, went the wrong way, is right here. It's 22. All right, next we're going to look at the figures. What does it look like here? It looks like, oh, we need the equation now, you guys. So format trend line. I'm going to go over here and get the display. There it is. Yeah, good. Okay. So let's get these numbers here. So the number is, it's above 60. I'm going to say 62. The amount, I'm going to have to adjust this as well. Format trend line, give me the equation, close that up. The number is below, are we looking at 2024? We are, okay. It's just below 500,000. So I'm going to go 490, which is a low estimate. I'm going to change that to 61. 61 and 490. Both are a little bit lower than what you really see, but I'd rather be conservative than not, okay? Oh, stupid. I'm supposed to put this right here. 490, 1, 2, 3. That is when the outliers are removed. Okay. Now we need to get the slope, which is 565. So we just put in 5 because we put in an integer. The R-square value is 0.6983, which it's okay, not great. Trying to clean up this because I'll be copying and pasting this over. Let's see. Oh, we need this slope over here, which is 46,481, and the R-square value is 0.7047. Okay, that's, oh, okay. That, no, I hit a weird button. 0. Yep. It's one of those days. Okay, so there's our information for the company-wide. Outliers included. Now we need to do outliers remove. Well, I'm just going to go company-wide. So I'm going to try to go, again, L right above that. Copy. This is the outliers removed. I'm right above it. I'm going to go to L. I'm going to hit paste. All right. I need to correct a few column widths. I'll zoom that up a little bit. Okay, so it brought over these numbers because I just typed them in. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to type them in for with the outliers removed. And so we look down here, it's 39.5. It's the integer, so we go 39. The amount total paid is 101,230. The average, do I have to put in another average? I think I do. There it is. It is now, went down a lot. It is 2563. The median is now 1146. 1146. The number of open claims, 16 plus 4 is 20. And the number of zeroed out, that should not have changed, is still 22. Now, for the outliers removed, we got to go down here and add them up. So there are, I believe, 17. Usually I have these always in. Been kind of lazy here. So there's 17, and the total amount is, I mean, we know, I calculated it so many times. Get rid of the pennies. So it's 17 and 1187159. 1187. You guys thought I'd be able to do it, right? 159. 159. And it is 17. There we go. And this, copy, paste. Okay. All right, let's look at our numbers. I need to update the trend lines to add the equation. I'll do it here as well since I had it open. All right. So that's pretty much right at 60. So we'll go ahead and put in 60. The this is just above 200,000. Geez, should I go 205? Do I dare? I'm gonna go 205. I should just go 200,000. That's supposed to be just a number. I'm just gonna go 200,000. There we go. All right, so we've got that. What's the slope here? It's 5.6, but we're rounding down integer. The R square has improved. The slope for over here is 25,959. 25,959, and the is 0.9002. So what are we going to use? I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to save my work, and I'm going to bring this, copy, all the way over to my results table. So that one I had to build because we hadn't done it before, but the other two are already built. Let's see, special copy. There we go. Hey. All right. So let's start entering in our numbers here. So company-wide, we need the table numbers with and without. So this is outliers included, outliers removed. So outliers included, it's 42. Oh, let's get this all cleaned up. I think I'll actually make that smaller, and then I'll center it. Okay. With outliers removed, it's 39. The total amount is 304,933. This amount is 101,230. Okay. And outliers, so this is going to be 0 and 0, because that's with outliers included. But when they're removed, it is 17. And 1,187,159. Okay. Now we want to see what percent, and we're going to do primarily with outliers removed. So we go equal, what percent is this divided by this total? These are going to be percentages. This is just something of interest. So here we go. Up, 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 up. Oh, no, that's correct. Okay. So what are we saying here? We're saying that using annual averages, the tables, the years that were full and we could use, our 7 priorities here, which are very narrow and specific, although they cover a lot of different things, as far as claims, represents what we're estimating for future losses at about just under 36%. The costs are about 43.2. The outliers represented in our things here, it's 59%, but the amount is about 51.8%. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so now we can fill this out here. That's these right here. So the amount is 61 and 60. I have to fix this. Center, center, a 7. There we go. The amounts, 490,123. And the other one is 200,000. Number of outliers is 0 and $0 when they're not included. Yeah, it's just these again, right? Copy, paste. And I can basically just do this again. Wait a minute, that wasn't right. That wasn't right. Why didn't you guys say something? It's the R-square value and the slope. You guys are probably yelling. All right, let's see here. So this is 5. Wait, no, we're just doing for the paid amounts, trend and amount. Okay, so this is just for total paid, right? Yeah, it's just for total paid. Just for total paid. We're not doing it for the numbers. Okay. Whew, that confused me. All right, so this is right here, 0.7047. This one is 0.9002, which is kind of amazing. And these numbers over here are 46,481 and 25,959. Okay. So we're not going to be able to compare these two because there isn't a total here to compare it. It's all right. But we can compare 25 to 60. Turn that into a percentage. So from a forecasting perspective, our priorities are accounting for more than what it was with the annual averages, which I think is interesting. I mean, of course it would, right? They trickled out as being the biggest influences. So yeah, we would probably see an increase there. Yep. And then when we go over here, oh, that's right. We have to pick, don't we? We have to choose which one we want to use. I do believe that I will use this one because of that. Without layers removed. So I do think they will have, oh, we're not doing numbers, we're doing total amount, sorry. I think it will be 200,000. Oh, I have to change all this. All right, center it, turn it into a 7, return, okay. with outliers included, outliers removed. So do we trust the 0.7 or do we use this? I mean, 0.7, it's definitely not as good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this amount here, okay? So let me go equal. With outliers included, I'm gonna use the annual average. Did it do it? No, it didn't. My mouse is doing that thing again. But when it comes to here, I am going to use this one because it is supported. Okay. And if we use 25%, 25%. This is if we were to just go off of company-wide and not do any of our calculations. I'm just going to copy and paste these. There are 0 and 0 for that. This is equal to the 17. I'm going to drag it over. It should be the 1 point whatever. Oh, I got to change that to currency. Get rid of the pennies. There we go. Okay. So what's the percent if we were to do the company-wide versus what we had done? We're going to do with outliers removed. Okay. Almost half. Interesting. Right? I'm not going to do this here. I'm going to go copy. Do this. Oh yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't change. We can run those too. So that I think is interesting. I do. Why are those like that? That if we were to just go company-wide and not do any more work, it would have been the easiest thing in the world to do. We wouldn't really know where to look, what to look for, but by doing this work, we actually were able to identify almost half. And that doesn't include the consideration of the outliers, of which we have over half. So I think that's interesting. I do. That's cool. Okay. Let's shrink this down. This is company-wide. And now we need to do it for the Poinette and for Madison. We already have those, so we can bring those over. So here's Poinette right here. Poinette, outliers removed. The whole table's done. It's with and without. So Poinette. Copy it. What time are we at? Okay. Thought this would go a little bit quicker, but that's all right. Special paste. Cool. All right, let's get these all done now. So Poinette, outliers included, it's going to be that. So it's 29. With them removed, it's 27. The amount is 201, 204. If you see, this is where I'm getting it from. With outliers removed, it is 72, 682. The number of outliers removed is 13. And it is 811, 252. Okay. So we could do something similar here. Oh, wait a minute. So it's going to be, we got to go parentheses. And now we don't do the total. We do just Poinette. So it's this plus this plus this plus this plus this. That's all divided by that amount. Percentage. Oh, didn't want that to happen. Okay, there we go. Went up a little bit, didn't it? But that's because it's a Poinette. Actually, no, it was only the outliers that went up. These went up slightly. And we'll do Madison here in a moment. So let's do these estimates, which are over here. So it's 45 and 44. This is going a little bit quicker. I don't know why. 215 and 160. And let's get these numbers. Gotta bring this up a little bit. So it is 0. Oh, sorry. It is 0.0126. The other one is 0.7424. And the amount is 2772. And for when outliers are removed, it is 21,603. Is that right? I gotta go back and look. That doesn't seem right, does it? So we said 21,603. Yup. Over here it is. Oh, I'm sorry. With outliers here. Oh, that's why. It's bouncing all over the place. So there it's only 27. So that's all over the place. We removed it. I mean, 0.74 isn't great. And this number is a lot higher than our highest. So I am going to be using the table amount for when outliers are removed. Yep. Okay. Let's stop off and get the Madison stuff. Madison outliers removed. Here we go. And copy it. I mean, I know I've got more to do. I'm just bringing it with because I happen to be in the neighborhood. That's kind of funny. Not really. Okay, there's Madison. All right, so we've got one more to fill out for point at. And now we have to estimate which one do we want to use. So for the outliers included, we're going to be using this amount right here because this number is not good at all. Okay, so we're going to go equal and click on that. Okay. For the outliers removed. Now, do we like... That's not bad, but as we said, this is much, much higher than their highest year, so we're going to go conservative and just go 72. We're going to be doing 25% as we did before. We're going to use the same equation. That's always going to be zeros. And then this is going to be equal to that number. And we'll drag it over to bring over the amount. But then I have to make it currency. And get rid of the pennies. Okay. Now what we can do is we can continue what we did here. We'll just, oh wait, that's right. I just need to bring over these. Copy and paste, and that's undoable. Okay, came up a little bit, just a little teeny bit. We looked at it from a forecasted amount. All right, now we need to do this. So it's basically the same. So I'm going to grab these and hit, let's go copy just for one. Nope. Okay, so it's adding up these and dividing it by this. Okay, so what does that mean? That means our estimate is much, much higher, which means we don't want that, really. So I'm going to change my answer to this amount. Yeah, so half of what... I mean, yeah, it's way more, but the way the numbers worked out, you don't want to see something over 100%. That looks bad. So I'm going to go with this. So 0.74 is good enough. Good enough for me. Yep. All right, so let's see. We are not doing that, but we are doing this. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Yeah. Okay. They stayed the same. Okay. It is Madison's turn, and then we are done with the results. And then we'll talk about it in class, and we'll compare our results to all of the forms that were provided to us. I better save my work. And see how our numbers, our 7 priorities, which they presented themselves. We didn't force it. Whereas I feel like the way those other forms are, I feel like they forced it. We'll talk about that in class for sure. Depending on how far we get, maybe I'll have to record that discussion. All right, here we go. So we've got 11 and 11, 98, 799, 23, 617. How many outliers? 4. 4 outliers. Totaling 357, 907. Okay. Copy these as placeholders, and then this is equal to the quantity of the 2 Madisons. So 1 plus that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I screwed that up. Because what I want to do is add those and then divide it by this. Only 18%. I mean, you got to look at it as a portion too. I mean, but yeah, that's where we are. Yes, okay. We'll get into this when we compare it to other stuff. That's not as great. So let's see what happens when we do this here. These numbers are 17 and 16 and 275, 1, 2, 3. This one is 50, 1, 2, 3. Let's look at this stuff here. Oh, can't see it. It is 0.5942. This one is 0.5058. Got worse. Outliers removed. It's kind of crazy. And the slopes are 45, 651, and 6. Oh, sorry, I bumped. It's 62, 98. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get this added up. Oh. Copy, paste, paste. Okay, well, that came up a little bit compared to what it was before. I don't know why I did that. All right, the last step now. We have to figure out what we want to bring over. And for this one, both these numbers, they're too low. We have to use the annual. So we'll use that. And we'll use it again. And then we'll also use 25%. Oh, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah. Doing a calculation. That's the amounts. This is equal to 4 and an amount that I have to turn into currency. Then get rid of the pennies. Okay. All right. So again, we are dividing. Paste, 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 and paste. Okay, so only one of the original four. All right. Get down with that. All right, so now what we have is we have the representative percentage of our estimates up here against if we were only to look at it from a company wide or if we were to actually break it down by site. So that is, and another positive thing here is that, again, we only have three causes here. We only have two class codes. And so the work we're doing in narrowing and focusing on something will be able to be extrapolated quite a bit. The extrapolation. So basically, we're not just asking for one, manual material handling, we're asking for three. And there's probably overlap here. So the money we're asking for increases a little bit, but the results, would have been the same. And so, but we're not double dipping because these are all individually handled. So there's a higher probability that we'll be able to show that return on investment, even though we're already conservative with our estimates. So that's it, you guys. That's the final results tables. Now what we need to do is we need to be able to present this to management in a way that they can understand it and that they will want to provide the resources we need to study the work, talk to the workers, come up with solutions, actual changes in the work itself. And that's what we're going to be recommending. So make sure you save your work. And the next step, the final step, is just to compare these results, put it in a way that management will understand, and compare it to, again, what we receive from our carriers so that I'm going to have to shrink all this stuff down so that, we have a better idea. We can show management that, okay, this is what our carrier said. This is what our numbers have shown us. We want to make it an easy return on investment request. Okay, that's correct. I'm going to save my work here. I'm going to stop talking. Hopefully we get through a lot of this in lecture on Tuesday. And if not, I may have to put together a third video that kind of compares that stuff. But that's about it. Let me know if you have questions.